Welcome back, everyone. Lovely to have you here for Tuesday's House of Games. I'm joined by my 4 famous faces. We've got good quizzes this week as well. Monday was an absolute cracker. Someone's going to have to work very, very hard indeed to walk away with this trophy on Friday. Shall we meet our players again? They are Ardal O'Hanlon, Josie Gibson, Adele Roberts, and Simon Armitage. Welcome one, welcome all. Adele, a win yesterday. How does that feel?
Incredible. I'll try not to be so buzzer happy today. I feel like I was a bit zealous on the buzzer.
Well, you won.
I suppose. Yeah. I mean, I'll see what prizes you've got.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you might sit back, let someone else have a go. No, but it was very, very close yesterday indeed. Simon, shall we take a look at today's prizes?
Let's do that.
We have the Bee Hotel, we've got the flask, the snood, the watering can, or the deck chair. Anything there take your fancy, Simon?
I quite like the face covering, because if I do as badly as I did yesterday, I might need that to walk around Huddersfield in.
You think in Huddersfield? I think they'd still go, is that Simon Armitage in a face covering? Ardal, what would you go for?
I think I would go for the little hut. What,
Yeah.
Is that a hut?
Yeah, it's a bee hotel. It's for bees.
Oh, well then, definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
nice, right?
yes.
To encourage bees and...
Biodiversity, I'm all on for it.
Josie, what would you go for?
Definitely the Bug Hotel or the Bee Hotel.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, but the flask looks pretty inviting, mind.
So do we save the world or do we keep our coffee warm? One or the other.
No.
Which is it to be? Adele, what would you go for?
I might go for the wig.
Yeah, OK. Yeah.
No, I like the flask, actually.
You like the flask as well. Should we take a look at the leaderboard? Adele is at the top, of course. I mean, that doesn't tell the whole story. It was a cracker of a show yesterday. Great quizzing from everybody. Should we rejoin battle? OK, very best of luck, everyone. Our first round on Tuesday's House of Games is... Only Fools and Zebras. Your first category is animals of the Chinese zodiac. What's going to happen here, I'll show you a question. OK, the answer will have an animal from the Chinese zodiac in it. But I'll also show you a picture which will have a different animal in it. You must simply replace the animal in the answer with the animal in the picture. Here we go. Group of performers that included Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. Yes, that is Adele.
The goat pack.
The goat pack? It is. So the rat pack, which is the answer, you replace rat with goat and you get the goat pack. Next one. Porcine cartoon character who is heard at the end of Looney Tunes shorts. Yes, Simon.
Percy Dragon?
Percy... It's not Percy. I think you've gone a bit M&S on us there. It wasn't Percy Pig. Anybody? I was looking for Porky Dragon. Porky Pig. Next one. Fast food item comprising a frankfurter in a long roll. Yes, Adele.
Hot monkey.
Hot monkey? Hot monkey. Hot dog becomes hot monkey. Your next category is headgear. So replace the headgear in the answer with the headgear in the picture. Artificial waterway in Central America that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Yes, Ardal.
Balaclava Canal.
Balaclava Canal? It is Balaclava Canal. That's a great name for a poem, Balaclava Canal, surely.
Or a dessert.
I think I might have the... You know, I shouldn't, but I'm going to have the Balaclava Canal, I think. Should we share it? No, I think maybe I'll just have...
I can manage that on my own.
Next one. Netflix series in which Claire Foy and Olivia Colman have played the British monarch. Yes, Simon.
The Deerstalker.
The Deerstalker? Correct. The Crown becomes the Deerstalker. Well done. Next one. Nickname for the US Army Special Forces. Ardal.
The Green Sombreros.
The Green Sombreros is correct. The Green Berets becomes the Green Sombreros. Next category. Household items. Replace the household item in the answer with the household item in the picture. Cake, named after a 19th century British queen. Yes, Simon.
Victoria vacuum cleaner.
It is the Victoria vacuum cleaner, Simon. Well played. And next one. Actor who plays Alan Partridge's sidekick, Simon. Nobody. I'm looking for Tim Mop. So Tim Key becomes Tim Mop. Final question. 1955 UK #1 single for Bill Haley and his Comets. Yes, that is Simon.
Rock around the kettle.
Rock Around the Kettle? It is Rock Around the Kettle. Well done. That round is done. Let's take a look at our leaderboards. Josie, second place yesterday, but yet to get off the mark today. Adele and Ardal have 2 points each. Simon Armitage, our leader, with 3. OK, Simon. Let's have a pairs game, shall we? Today's pairs game is... Richard Osman's Hausdichtspiel. Josie, you are in last place today. Who would you like to partner up with today?
Adele.
You're going to play with Adele.
Very good.
So, as opposed to...
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Josie.
Yeah. I'm going for Adele. I'll tell you the reason I'm going for Adele. She's really good at quizzing, and I don't see anyone else who is. Josie and Simon, if you will swap seats, please. Josie and Adele are a team. Simon and Ardal will be a team. Welcome, Simon, to this end of the studio.
Lovely over here.
Lovely to have you here. Gentlemen, you get to choose the first category. You can choose from one of these. The questions will be in foreign languages, as will the answers. You can have aliments et boissons, Bonburger, calcio, Wörter, Geografia, or Tischka. Which of those do you fancy?
We can consult.
Yeah, absolutely.
Geography?
Yeah.
Geographia?
Geografia. It's in Spanish. And here is your question. Very best of luck. ¿Qué país europeo tiene Varsovia como capital? That is your question. Is your answer Bologna, Dinamarca, or Republika Czech?
So I think the question is which...
Poland, which is the capital,
Yeah,
so it's Poland.
Warsaw, yeah.
Yeah,
Poland.
Poland.
There's absolutely no mucking about here.
Yeah.
So you think of Varsovia or Basovia?
It's Bologna.
Bologna.
It's Bologna, it's Poland. Is that the correct answer, Bologna? Gentlemen, you are absolutely right. You are right about the question as well. Warsaw is the capital of which European country? We've got Poland, Denmark, and Czechia. Nicely done. Adele, Josie, you get to choose a category now. Which of these would you like?
Should we go for the French?
Let's do it.
Yeah, OK, we're going for the French, please.
Number 1.
Yes,
Number
please.
Aliments et boissons. It's French for food and drink. Do you speak French, either of you?
No.
Petit
Smattering?
peu.
Oh,
Un petit peu, eh? Your question is this. Quel fruit est l'ingrédient principal de la liqueur du marasquin? Is your answer la cerise, la pêche, ou la fraise?
Is that maraschino, as in cherry? De marasquin.
Well, I think cherry is la cerise.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So we've got cherry, peach, and strawberry. Should we just go with the cherry?
I think we go for cherry. Yeah.
Let's do it. We're going to go for the cherry.
Yeah, I didn't spot maraschino there at all, but it must be, surely. Is the answer la cerise? Oui, c'est ça.
Yes!
C'est ça.
Yes!
And you're absolutely right. Which fruit is the main ingredient in the liqueur maraschino? And peach and strawberry were the other two. Nicely done. Cherry. Gentlemen, you have another decision to make. Which category would you like now?
Calcio, I think, is football in Italian.
OK.
We're going for Italian football?
Yeah.
Lovely, let's do it. So, calcio, it is Italian for mathematics. Oh. No, I jested, it's football. Well done. Italian for football. Here is your Italian football question. In quale posizione gioca la calciatrice inglese Mary Earps? I'm going English for the last two words. Is the answer portiera, terzino sinistro, or is it centrocampista?
Well, terzino sinistro is sinister forward.
A
Portier.
few of those over the
Portier.
years. So, Portier, what do you think the question is? What do you think the answer is?
We think the question is what position does the player, the English player Mary Earps play in? And we think she's the goalkeeper.
And you think portiere is Italian for...
Got to be.
Well, centrocampista Chelsea have just bought him, so... Portiere.
So you think portiere, like a door, I guess?
Yeah.
Like shutting things
Porter.
out. Is that the correct answer? 3 out of 3 so far. They're good this week, aren't they? Goalkeeper, left back and midfielder were the other two. Absolutely right. Mary Earps is a goalkeeper. Josie and Adele, final question. Are we going to go 4 from 4? Which of these would you like?
6.
OK, yeah, let's go Tisca. Yeah.
Tisca?
Yeah.
Tisca?
Sounds a tiny bit familiar. Tisca.
Tisca. Listen, great news for you, terrible news for me. That is Icelandic for fashion. Oh, OK, here we go. Apologies to everyone from Iceland, which is a very, very beautiful country. If you've not been, I recommend you go. But if you do not pronounce any of the words in the way I'm about to. Hvað diskutil hönudurnin Vivienne Westwood, thick first Fyrier is your question. I think I just about got away with Vivienne Westwood.
I thought we were in Reykjavik for a moment.
Is the answer Yves Rotefurt, Ponk,
Oh,
or
my
Disco?
God.
Oh, right. Vivienne Westwood is known for punk, isn't she?
Yes.
So punk sounds like punk, I think is punk.
I'm going with Josie.
I mean,
Yeah,
it sounds
that
about
works
right,
out.
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah.
So you're going to go for Ponk? We think it's
Yeah.
got
Going for Ponk.
musical style which you're
Yeah.
most associated with. And I think disco might be disco. I have absolutely no idea what the first one is. So is Ponk the right answer for 4 out of 4 in this round? Of course it is. Well worked out, Josie. Nicely done. Designer Vivienne Westwood is most associated with which fashion trend? It was punk. So disco's at the end. I wonder what that first one is. Sportswear. Sportswear. Very well played, everyone. What a great round. Josie and Simon, if you could swap back again.
Thank you.
Absolute 100% on that round. And the leaderboard looks like this. Josie has got 2 points. Ardal and Adele have 4 points each, still in the lead. It's the Poet Laureate, Simon Armitage, has got 5 points. I only say that, Simon, because I've never been able to say it before, and I'll never be able to say it again, I don't think. We did not have Betjeman on. We didn't do it. I think he went on Tipping Point, but never came on this. Round 3 today looks like this. 2 clues in 1. Fingers on buzzers, please. I'm going to show you a category. Your first category is Harrison Ford films. I'm going to show you some clues to Harrison Ford films. The clues will also have the same initials as the answer. OK? So which Harrison Ford film is this? Bioengineered replicants. Yes, Adele.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, absolutely. So it's a clue to the film, but also the same initials. That's why it's 2 clues in 1. Next one. Rebels overcome troublemaker Jabba. Yes, Simon.
Raiders... No.
It is not Raid. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Ardal.
Oh, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi we were looking for. Yeah. Next one. Intrepid junior archaeologist triumphantly locates chalice. Yes, Ardal.
Indiana Jones and the... Oh, and the Lost Cause.
It is not, I'm afraid. Anybody? Anyone fancy that? It's And the Last Crusade we were looking for. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Your next category is comic book characters, but which ones? Dundee's Desperado. Yes, Adele.
Desperate Dan.
Desperate Dan, absolutely published in Dundee. Next one. Troubled Jester. Bit more American than Desperate Dan. No one? The Joker. Oh. That's a good clue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next comic book character. Cuddles Beagle. Which comic book character cuddles a beagle? I love how this is tripping you up. You've been unbelievable at every single round. Charlie Brown. The beagle being Snoopy, of course. Next category. Famous works of art. They will share initials with the clues. Theological Leonardo scenario. Yes, Ardal.
The Last Supper.
The Last Supper, yes. Theological Leonardo scenario is a much better title for that third painting. Next one. Gazing wistfully, adolescent poses enigmatically. Yes, Josie.
No, it's not going to work.
No? Okay.
I was going to say the Mona Lisa, but it
Yes.
doesn't work with...
It doesn't quite, for a number of reasons. We'll time you out. Anybody? Ardal.
Girl with a pearl earring.
Oh, girl with a pearl earring. Brilliant, it is. And final question in this round. Moving lenses? Yes, that is Ardal.
Mona Lisa.
That is Mona Lisa. It is Mona Lisa. Well done. Nicely played. End of the round. And there's been some changes on the leaderboard here. Josie has 2. Simon has got 5. Adele has got 6. We have a new leader, Ardal O'Hanlon, with 8 points. 2-point lead, 2 rounds to go. Ardal, our next round is... I'm terrible at dating. If you will take your tablets out, please, everybody. I'm going to give you some moments or events from history. You need to write down the year in which you think they happened, and I'll give a point to the person who gets closest to the correct year. Have a little go at home as well, see if you can beat everyone in the studio. The first thing I'd like you to write down a year for is... Marie Antoinette is formally married to the Dauphin Louis, grandson of King Louis XV of France. What year was that? What do we reckon? We know the name, Marie Antoinette. Do we know the era? It's a lot of concentrating faces here. What's that face, Josie?
I don't know. I wish I'd have concentrated more at school now.
Yeah, it looks like you wrote a cheeky answer, and that's impossible. OK, everyone is in. Ardal, what's your thinking?
I was thinking 1790.
Kind of French Revolution.
French Revolution-y
Yeah.
time, and just maybe a year or two before that, she might have got married. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. 1790 says Ardal. Josie, what are you saying?
Well, I feel a bit better now because I've gone 1798.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Very, very close. 1798. Adele, are you somewhere similar?
A bit earlier than that. I
16.
think, yeah, 1650. I don't know why, just went for that.
Simon, where are you on this?
I'm in 1811.
1811. So 3 different centuries, but we're similar ballparks, aren't we? Should we find out, see who scored the first point of the round? When did Marie Antoinette formally marry the Dauphin Louis? 1770. Ardal gets the points. Well done, Ardal. Nicely done. 1770. Well done if you got close to that at home. Next question. The first A-level examinations are held in the UK. When was that? OK.
I have no idea.
Oh, there'll be people sitting at home who did the first A-levels. You know that. You must be feeling pretty smug now. It's finally paid off. OK, everyone is in. Josie, what's your thinking on this one?
I've gone 1990.
1990.
Yeah, because I still speak to quite a few people who go, oh, yeah, I did my O-levels.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 1990,
1990.
I think.
Adele, what are you saying?
I've gone for the early 80s. I might have gone a bit early, but I think it was definitely the 80s.
1982 says Adele. Simon, when did you do your...
Well, I did my A-levels in 1981. So, yeah.
And what have you gone for?
I've gone for 1972.
1972. Thought they'd been over. Yeah, I know I did them, but I don't know when they brought them in. 1972. And Ardal?
Just a wild guess, 1950.
1950. 4 different decades here, 50s, 70s, 80s and 90s. Should we find out when the first A-levels were held in the UK? Who scored a point? 51,
well done,
Ardal. How
Ardal.
about that? That's pretty good going.
Yes, just a guess.
You've done 1. Yeah, just a guess. Listen, it's just what I do.
It's what I did with all my A-level exams as well, just guess.
Yeah, you know what? Just guess everything. That's the key. Very well done, by the way, if you did do your A-levels in... Actually, if you did your A-levels in 51, you'd have been born in, like, 33. You'd be 90. You're looking good for 90.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. Next one. Abraham Lincoln is inaugurated as the President of the United States. It's one of those annoying ones that you feel you should know.
Yeah.
But he was the tallest president, I'll say that for him. And that's not just the hat.
There is a bit of a resemblance.
You think? Me and Abe. Honest Abe. Yeah, I think, well, listen, I think I have a certain gravitas. I might put on an enormous stovepipe hat for the next one.
You could pass for a lookalike.
Yeah. It's bad enough sitting behind me in the cinema anyway. If I was wearing a stovepipe hat as well, you'd be annoyed. Everyone's in. What do we reckon at home on this one? Adele, we'll start with you. When do you think Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated?
I am really bad at this round. I've just went for 1886.
Yeah.
Late
I
1800s.
don't think you're going to be a million miles out. 1886 says Adele. Where are you, Simon?
I've absolutely no idea. I've gone for 1820.
1820. Ardal, what have you said?
Going to 1865.
1865. We've got 3 in the same century. We're going to go 4 in the same century, Josie.
Yeah, I've gone for 1819.
1819. We've got just 1 year before Simon. What do you think at home on this? When was Abraham Lincoln inaugurated? No one at home would have been there. We know that. The A-levels we might have just squeaked in. Lincoln, we won't. When was Lincoln inaugurated? Who scored the 3rd point? 1861. Ardal again. How about that?
Very good.
This is like some incredible new skill you have. Who would have thought? How can you monetize this?
Yeah.
Final question in this round. When, I wonder, did this happen? The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom is established. Huh. I wasn't absolutely certain we had a Supreme Court. It'd be cool to be in the Supreme Court, wouldn't it? I mean, you can be a judge all your life, but when they go, nah, go on, Supreme Court. There's only one other court above it, which is the Awesome Court.
Right.
Okay, everyone is in. When was the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom established? Simon, what are you saying?
Absolutely no. I don't know whether it's like an EU thing, sort of 1972 or 1320. You know.
I was thinking exactly
So
the
I've
same.
sort of tried to split the difference a little bit.
1650.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, this is an absolute... I mean, if you get close on this one, Ardal, I know something's up. Ardal, what do you say?
Oh, well, it's a guess. 1801. Sorry, 1801.
I mean, it's a year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a year.
Josie.
I've gone for 1800s because I think maybe it's always been there and we've just...
Didn't know about it.
Didn't
1 year
know, yeah.
before Ardal as well.
Yeah, how weird's that?
And Adele, what are you saying?
I thought it might be relatively recent. And
Okay.
supreme's quite a modern word, so I went for 1921.
1921. I mean,
Yeah.
literally any of those answers could be bang on, as far as I know. What do we think at home? Someone at home will know this. What's the answer? Who scored the final point of the round? 2009 is the answer. Adele, you got yourself a point. Well done.
I was so close.
Wow. Wow. 2009. That's taken us all by surprise. Came in under Gordon Brown, apparently.
Oh.
The Supreme Court. It was Diana Ross was having a row about royalties, and she needed her own court. Tablets away, please, everybody. We just have Answer Smash to go. I wonder how our leaderboard is looking. Josie has got 2 points. Simon has got 5. Adele has got 7. Ardal O'Hanlon, he's got a 4-point lead. That's a knee knocker. Because we know that Adele is pretty good at Answer Smash as well. Is he going to hold on to that lead? What's that look, Adele? Shall we do it? Let's play. Answer Smash. Adele won yesterday. Is Ardal going to win today, I wonder? 4-point lead. Fingers on buzzers, point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer, and we will start with this. Tony Award winners. Those will be our pictures. On a standard London Monopoly board, the red set of properties comprises Fleet Street, Trafalgar Square, and which other? Oh, Ardal's gone.
Andrew Lloyd Webber Street.
This is not, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. You lose a point. Nobody. I was looking for Strandrew Lloyd Webber. Strand and Andrew Lloyd Webber is always the question first, then a picture. Next question, next Tony winner. What 2 words go before nights to mean an event at which amateurs can try their hand at stand-up comedy? Ardal.
Open Michael Ball.
Oh, it's not. You've lost another point. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
blowing it.
I'm so sorry. Simon.
Open Michael Crawford.
Open Michael Crawford. We were looking for Michael Crawford, an open mic. That 4-point lead is now a 2-point lead, just so you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do the maths. Well played, Simon. Next clue, next Tony Award winner. Which town is the setting of an 1842 Robert Browning poem based on the tale of the Pied? Yes, that's Adele.
Hamlin, Manuel Miranda.
Hamlin Manuel Miranda is correct. It is Hamlin and Lin-Manuel Miranda. Next category. EU member states flags. So what are the countries associated with these flags? London Heathrow, Liverpool John Lennon and Glasgow Prestwick are examples of what type of transport hub? Yes, Ardal.
Air Portugal.
Air Portugal. Well done. Next one. Which song, originally recorded by Bonnie Tyler, was a UK top 10 hit for Tina Turner in 1989? Yes, Ardal.
Simply the Bestonia.
Simply the Bestonia? It is. Well done. Well done. It's just called the Best, that song. I always accept Simply the Best, because who wouldn't think it was called that? But the Bestonia or Simply the Bestonia, I'll give you that if you got that at home. Next one. What 4-letter word precedes white in the name of a coffee drink made from espresso and steamed milk? Adele.
Latvia.
Latvia? It is Latvia. Well done. Flat white. Latvia. Latvia. Do we have any more? I think Ardal did enough there, didn't he, on his flags? I think. Close, though.
Gave you every chance.
Yeah, you did.
Threw 2 away.
You did everything you could. It was almost like there was like kind of betting syndicate that you're involved with. Let's find out. On Monday, our champion was Adele Roberts. On Tuesday, our champion House of Games is Ardal O'Hanlon. Well done, Ardal. Held on, good flag knowledge, and you've won yourself a prize. Which of these would you like?
I'm going to go to the little B Hotel.
Yeah, B Hotel. Love it. It's a very nice prize, Ardal. Well played, wins the House against B Hotel. Our weekly leaderboard now looks like this. Simon, Josie, Ardal, Adele, 4 points between everybody. Close show again. It's going to be a close week. Well played, Ardal. Shall we regroup tomorrow? Yes. Look forward to seeing you all here. Look forward to seeing you as well on the House of Games. Where's that going to go, Ardal?
It's going to go my bedroom, of course.
Just to get all the bees in. Yes. We used to have fewer bees in the bedroom, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now it's just lovely.
Fabulous. I love it.
Well played.